the terrible times. In the time of his impeachment and his very public divorce from his first wife Laura, the Grand Republican Ayatollah Bush has sought the enlightenment of his political soul. With the spiritual support of his second wife Condi, he has redeemed himself to be, and he is today, the spiritual leader of the Republicans. I am very pleased to present to you a glimpse of wisdom of our spiritual leader, the Grand Republican Ayatollah Bush.
So I hear the voices. The world, just because you happen to be not risk, would have been. Look, I'm going to say it one more time. If I could, maybe I can be more clear.
Sin duda.
First, let me make it very clear. The instructions went out to our people to adhere to law. That ought to comfort you. We're a nation of law. We adhere to laws. We have laws on the books. You might look at those laws, and that might provide comfort for you. And those were the instructions out of.
Sin duda.
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
From me to the government.
Porque este país es un gran país. Sin duda.
Commiserate the kick to our economy.
There's a certain comfort to know that the promises made will be kept by the government.
So that's what those are some ideas, and as fooled me once.
Sitting in the prison yard of Huntsville Correctional Facility, and I remember the Grand Republican Ayatollah Bush's transformation and the beginning of his path to his current state of enlightenment. It forever changed my life. Without the wisdom of the Ayatollah and Condi's brownies, I would not be here today. I only wish that Dick had lived long enough to see how well George did. Terrible shame. The whole gun battle on the White House wrong. I still say those federal marshals should have not.
I'll probably say it 3 more times. See, in my line of work, you got to keep repeating things over and over and over again.
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
Cut the taxes at the top. That encourages entrepreneurship. What we Republicans should stand for is growth in the economy. We ought to make the pie higher. So I hear the voices, and I read the front page, and I know the speculation, but I'm the decider, and I decide what is best, and what's best, bring them on.
Sin duda.
Human being and fish can coexist.
You worked 3 jobs. Uniquely American, isn't it? I mean, that is fantastic that you're.
First, let me make it very clear, poor people aren't necessarily killers.
Sin duda.
So I hear the voices, just because you happen to be not risk. Shame on. There are some who feel like that. So I hear the voices, and I read the front page, and I know the speculation. Shame on you. For the truth to sink in. But I'm the decider, and I decide what is best, and what's best. Just because you happen to be not risk doesn't mean you're willing to kill. It fooled me, we can't get fooled again. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people. For the truth to sink in. Just because you happen to be not risk, and neither do we. I mean, you've been given sovereignty, and you're viewed as a sovereign entity. We. Therefore, the relationship between the federal government and tribes is one between sovereign entities. 3rd time I've said that. Dictatorship, it'd be a heck of a lot easier.